All right, folks, and welcome back to another episode of our venture in the visual novel, If My Heart Had Wings. And last episode, we come to find out that Amane's father is a big-time scientist. And apparently Amane has been in quite a few projects that has given her large sums of money, which explains why she's able to purchase just about anything in the Soaring Club without much as a frowning eyebrow. But hey, that works. So with that, we're going to continue off right at that spot to find out what their reactions were. And what better way than to get Amane herself to start from that point. So Amane, if you would do the honors, please. Alright, let's do it. I would imagine. Once again on the screen, there was Amane helping her father. She's good looking, so she looks great on TV. However, the others were no longer making a fuss about it. It all seemed strangely real, now that they were confronted with what Amane would look like after she quits. Kotori put a piece of grilled beef rib on Amane's little dish. Aga gave her some beef loin. Now that the topic of her leaving the school had unexpectedly come up, there was a feeling of sadness around the dinner table. Kotori groans as she turns the pages of the book, which is all written in English. Do you understand it? Kotori is reading a foreign book about morning glory and other similar phenomena. There were few records of such things occurring in Kazegara, so it looks like she has come across this while looking for something similar. It'd be great if there were some articles about phenomena that would have occurred in Kagazara. I totally butchered that. It's called Kazegara. I said it right the first time, then I butchered it the next time. It seems that when it happened 26 years ago, it was very sudden and was shown on TV and in newspapers as a rare phenomenon. If the photo that the Soaring Club had taken had been circulated, then the reaction to it would have been quite different. They didn't have the internet like we have now, so we've only been able to find articles and records from the time in the library. But we only know a little about this phenomenon. Said Kotori as she showed me the maps that she had made herself. The size was drawn based on witness testimonies. It was pretty long. It went diagonally across the lake and then just kept going and going. How long does it last?
せいぜい2、3時間ってところじゃないかしら。雲の周りに強い上昇気流があって、それに乗ればグライダーで渡っていくこともできるそうよ。 OB の人たちはそうやって撮影したんでしょうね。
I see. When the water vapor becomes a vertical draft and rises up into the sky, it is cooled down by the colder air, creating clouds. There is a strong connection between clouds and vertical drafts.
いつ起こるのかわからないんじゃ準備のしようもないよ。
There are only 10 days left of summer holiday. The countdown to Amane quitting the school has begun. Before then, we have to pass through the passage of clouds. No matter how good a glider we make, or whether we learn to pilot it perfectly, if the morning glory doesn't occur, we can't do anything.
こんなとこかな。
Ageha, who is working on something by herself, wipes the sweat from her brow and takes a breather. What have you been doing?
コックピット作ってたの。
She had attached pedals and a stick that was like a yoke to a chair. Calling it a cockpit is slightly lame, though.
もう何よその顔は。これただのおもちゃじゃないんだからね。
Please do tell. Ageha took a cable that extended from her poor excuse for a mock cockpit and plugged it into the computer. But Tori, who seemed intrigued, leans over.
シミュレーターを起動して。
I turn it on as she says. Ageha sits down in the mock cockpit and operates the yoke. Then...
動いた。ラダーペダルは上々。
Could it be?
シミュレーター用コックピットよ。
Operating the pedals and yoke attached to the chair moves the aircraft shown on the monitor. It feels just like watching magic or something.
これならより本物に近い操作感が得られるでしょ。
Ageha moves out of the way, and I sit down to try it. Whoa! This is great! It really moves!
どうやったの？このくらい簡単よ。時間ができたら作ろうって思ってたの。天音先輩もよかったら試してみてください。
Ageha calls out to her, and Amane, who is sitting in front of the drawing board, lifts her head up.
何か言ったか？天音ちゃん、こっち来て。これで練習したら天音ちゃんももっと上手になれるって。
Amane comes over and takes a good look at the cockpit that Ageha had made.
ねえ、すごいでしょ？こんなの作っちゃうなんてアゲハすごい。いや、だから本当に大したものじゃないんだって。
Go ahead, Amane.
どれどれ？わあ、本当だ。これはいい訓練になるな。
While muttering, I should have made it like this from the beginning, she operates the simulator for a while.
ウィンチが戻ってくるまでの間、少しでも練習できればと思って。アゲハ偉い。
Why is Gotori the one who is happiest about this? While the winch is broken and our club activities have grinded to a halt, we couldn't stand just waiting for time to pass. That's why everyone's been looking for a thing to do. The feeling that we're making even the slightest progress lifted everyone's spirits.
これはよくできてるな。こうして座ることでより臨場感が増して。
Oh no, is she gonna have another panic attack? Amane is trembling.
シミュレーターなのに怖いぞ。それにも慣れることができて一石二鳥じゃない。
Letting Amane get in the seat, I stand a little further away, and while listening to them all talking, I happen to take a glance at the drawing board. When she has spare time, Amane is always at the drawing board. Some plans have been drawn here, but the aircraft has already been completed. Even so, I wondered what it was that she'd been drawing. It's a glider. The shape of the wings is different. The main wings were a bit further forward in the relation to the fuselage. The outline was strange and quite different to the airplanes I know.
相変わらず暇そうだな。
Had to be Tobioka. As I noticed this voice come out of the blue, I realized that at some point Mr. Tobioka had come into the garage. Everyone stops talking and starts acting warily of him.
何かと思えばゲームで遊んでるのか。それがソアリング部の活動なのか？
Bruh, why don't you actually get the actual contents before you start shooting your mouth off? Seeing Mr. Tobioka appearing suddenly and making snide comments, Kotori looks like she's about to snap at him.
ダメだよ、小鳥。わかってるわよ。何かご用ですか？
山野辺先生が放任しているようなのでな。代わりに私が見に来てやったんだ。
That's nice. Mr. Yamanobe is our advisor, but he hardly ever shows his face here. That could be because of the pressure from Mr. Tobioka. Then that dude needs to grow a spine. If he were to be actively involved with the club, he would become a target for Mr. Tobioka. Alright, Tobioka, you really need to back off. Somebody needs to put you in check. I prefer not to use violence. At the same time, there needs to be a supplement. And someone needs to tell Tobioka to chill out. If I was the principal, I'd be in Tobioka's butt in regards to his attitude.
姫木、こんなお遊びのためにロボット部を辞めたのか。お前には期待していたんだぞ。
That's nice. Now go eat a donut.
お遊びじゃありません。
Agaha retorts sharply, without any fear of Mr. Tobioka. He frowns in frustration.
こんな部を選んだこと、いずれ後悔するぞ。
And you'll come to regret being a jerk.
そうならないよう努力します。
Really, she looks like she wants to say, I don't need your opinion, so get out of here. Bleh. It seems like she's putting up with it for now.
望月、また飛んだらしいな。
はい、テストフライトをしました。ちゃんと活動しないと生徒会に怒られるので。
その時、ウインチが故障したらしいじゃないか。
And?
なんでそんなこと知ってんのよ。あれじゃない？山野辺先生には報告したから。
If something were to happen, just in case, we tell Mr. Yamanobe everything that we'll be doing.
また事故を起こすつもりか。もし怪我人を出したら、今度こそ廃部だぞ。と言っても、どの道あと10日か。夏休みが終わればお前も引退なんだ。頼むから、それまではおとなしくしておいてくれ。
Might want to practice what you preach, brother.
はい。
We left it at that, and Mr. Tobioka left the garage.
なんなのあいつ、超ムカつくんですけど。ほんと嫌味なおっさんよね。ロボット部やめて正解だったわ。ねえ、あまねちゃん、さっきあいつが言ってた事故って、あまねちゃん？ああ、わかってる。事故はないようにしなきゃな。いや、そうじゃなくって。お腹が空いた。ご飯を食べてこよう。
Amane pulls an unnatural smile, then stands up and leaves the garage.
何あれ？さあ。ねえ、事故ってなんだろう？わからない。けど。
Looks like to Amane, it's something in the past that she doesn't want to talk about. As I say that, the other two both have a grave look on their faces. Nighttime. I get out of the bath, and it's about time to go to bed. Amani didn't seem herself today. Even at dinner time, she didn't eat much. Ever since Mr. Tobioka mentioned the accident, what happened? Everybody was worried about it, but it didn't seem like we could ask her about it. I walk along the hallway while thinking of that, and then Amane came down from the second floor.
小鳥はいるかな？
She's in her room, I think.
そうか。ありがとう。あまねちゃん？
Kotori pokes her head out from her room and is surprised to see Amane there. This is probably the first time she's gone to see her in a room like this.
少しいいかな？いいけど、入る？あ。
Kotori invited her in, then Amane went inside the room. Kotori went to close the door, then noticed I was there. She looked at me like, what should I do? Come over here? But there's no way I could go in there. Eventually, she closed the door.
Gwa gwa. 何か言おうかな、あまねちゃん。懐かしいな。ここは昔イスカの部屋だったんだ。なあ、あと。
I figured that much.
あの頃、何度か遊びに来たことがあった。ハット用の出入り口を作るのも手伝ったぞ。そうだったんだ。どうりで雑なわけね。あまり変わってないな。私、物が少ないからごちゃごちゃしてると動くのに邪魔になるし。部屋を見に来たの？ああ、そうだった。借りていたこれを返そうと思って。これイスカの高校日誌じゃない。返すってどういうこと？それは小鳥のものだろ？違うわ。私は見つけただけで、これは私のものでもないぞ。でもあまねちゃんが持っているべきよ。だって親友だったんでしょ？イスカは私に見せたくてそれをここに残したわけじゃない。もしそうなら直接渡すかガレージに置いてたはずだ。そうだけどこの部屋にあったんだろ？そこの棚と棚の隙間に挟まっていたの。隠してたみたいだった。君が持っておくべきだと思う。イスカもそう思ってるはずだ。あまねちゃんがそれでいいなら私も君に持っていてほしい。わかった。ここに来たおかげでまたハットにも会えた。わっか。楽しい夏休みだったな。あまねちゃんまだ終わってないわ。でもモーニンググローリーは来るから。絶対怒るから。小鳥が言うと本当にそうなりそうだな。なるもん。それじゃあもう寝るよ。おやすみ小鳥。おやすみ。わあ。というわけなのよ。
The corner of the garage. In a blind spot which couldn't be seen from the drawing board, in the shadow of the glider, we were whispering to each other.
じゃあ、あまね先輩から返してきたんだ。その高校日誌。
Kotori had told us the details about what had happened in her room last night. She seems pretty meaningful. And I screwed it again, I didn't see the quotations. Let's do that again. Seems pretty meaningful.
でしょ？だからもう私どうしたらいいかわからなくって。身辺整理ってことなんじゃないかな。もう引退も間近なわけだし。やだ、そんな悲しいこと言わないでよ。私だって言いたかないわよ。でもしょうがないじゃない。
Usually, even if you quit a club, you still carry on coming to school. However, in Amane's case, she's already gained enough credits, so as long as she doesn't fail any of her exams, she'll be able to graduate. As she said before, once she leaves, she'll go back home to help her father with his work. She probably won't come to school anymore. When we think about it, we all start to feel really down. Because of Amane giving Itsuka's flight book back, we became strongly aware of the situation.
これほとんど日記だね。イスカはグライダー製作の知識はほとんどなくて、実質ハマネちゃんが作ってたみたいなの。
According to the diary, Isuka was the pilot, it seems. Amane made it, and Isuka flew it. It looks like those were their roles. I remember when we first joined this club, and Amane said there was no pilot. That must be what she was talking about. In the log were all the details of the production process. Rather than being a flight log, it was more like a production log. So I wondered why Itsuka called it a flight log. But it seems that Itsuka wasn't a particularly diligent writer, so there are many days where nothing at all had been written. There were a lot of things that wouldn't mean anything if someone else were to read it. For example, it was pointless talking to her about that thing. She doesn't know anything about what it's like to be young. And so on. The only ones who would understand was the person who wrote it and her, most likely Amane.
やっぱりこれって天音先輩にとって大切なものなんじゃ。だから返そうとしたのよ。でも私に持っていてほしいって。なんでだろう。私が見つけたからかな。
She might think of it as something you've inherited.
受け継いだ？何を？
Itsuka's dreams. You came to the soaring club because you found it, didn't you?
うん。
So don't you think that maybe Itsuka's brought you here?
そっか。天音先輩からすれば、イスカさんの思いが小鳥を動かしたようにも見えるわけね。
Itsuka's dreams of longing for the sky are revealed here in the flight log. If those dreams are what moved Kotori, it could be said that she inherited them.
そうなのかな。
Try to remember. In the beginning, when we were talking about getting new members, Amane wasn't very positive about it. But when you brought that photo and the flight log, her attitude completely changed, didn't it?
そういや、そうだったね。あの時は事情が分からずにいたけど、天音先輩にとってはすごく運命的な出来事だったんだろうね。
Kotori, who feels a heavy sense of responsibility, makes a serious face as she goes into deep thought.
ところでさ、気になることがあるんだけど。
I gotta flick through the flight log.
あった、ここ。
At some point, I won't be able to stay here. Was written there. it looks like it doesn't have much of a connection to the context of what's written before and after. Just appears suddenly and seems kind of out of place. And I'm gonna say at that place, let's take a break to find out if there's any other details in that regard. Because we are reaching our time limit, unfortunately. But that's quite a bit of developments there. And sorry folks, but Tobioka really gets on my nerves. Like, I get it. You had some expectations and you think that the Soaring Club is up to no good. You probably have some reason according to that. Okay, but still respect them. Okay? I'm just going to leave it at that, because if I get any more, I'm going to get more irritated. But ultimately, I mean, what do you think is going to happen? You know, leave some thoughts in the comments and wait for the next episode. But what do you think is going to happen in the next episode after Amani leaves? Do you think that the kids are going to continue the Soaring Club in her place? Do you think they're just going to disband and probably just seek something else? You know, considering the wills that are being shown here, I would say probably that they are going to continue in the Soaring Club and continue in Amani's footsteps in that regard. That's just me, though. But anyways, thank you so much for watching today, and I sincerely apologize for all of the butcherings of the readouts. It's been a long couple of weeks, and I'm getting back on track. But thanks again for watching, and if you like what you saw today, maybe leave a like, and if you want to see more content, by all means, maybe subscribe. And until next time, happy mixing, everyone.